Former President Donald Trump is not thrilled with the massive drop in value of his company.
Truth essential.
He wrote this on Thursday. Oh, the competitors to Truth Social, especially those in the radical left Democrats Party who are failing at every level, like to use their vaunted disinformation machine to try to convince people, and it's not easy to do, that truth is not such a big deal and doesn't get the word out, as well as various others, which they know to be false. I think truth is amazing. First of all, it is very solid, having over 200,000, I'm sorry, 200 million in cash and zero debt. More importantly, it is the primary way I get the word out. And for better or worse, people want to hear what I have to say, perhaps, according to experts, more than anyone else in the world. Look, using truth, I became the Republican nominee for President of the United States, and in record time, when I endorse a politician on truth, they almost always win. If it didn't work or properly get the word out, I wouldn't use it, but it does work, and work really well, and the fun is just getting started. Wow. Massive cope. So I'm going to show you massive cope and seethe. This is all while, according to Newsweek, Trump's net worth has fallen by just over $2 billion. Wow. Not good. Not good. And it's because people are dumping the stock.
They call them dumps, big, massive dumps.
That's what's happening to True Social right now. Lots of dumps. The value of shares in Trump Media Technology Group, TMTG, which owns True Social, have dropped dramatically over the space of just 8 days. So let me give you a timeline, right? So at the end of March 22nd, TMTG merged with Digital World Acquisition Corp., which is a blank check shell corporation. That allowed it to go public and actually did raise the value of the company along with Trump's net worth by about $6 billion. So on the first day, it was a massive gain. However, the shares lost most of the gain when news came out that this is not a financially healthy company. According to SEC filings, the company actually lost about $58.2 million in 2023, while at the same time only bringing in revenue of $4.1 million. That's a massive deficit. Not good. Very bad. Perhaps even sad. I don't know. I would say, right? And so when that happened, the gains that this company had made in the stock market were basically
Bing, 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 boom. It's gone.
It's gone. The filings revealed an operating loss of $15.96 million and around $40 million in interest. And again, not a surprise, social media companies tend to operate at a loss in the first few years. Facebook did, Twitter did, X, still a loss as far as I can tell. But at some point, you get enough of a user base and you get advertisers and you start to make money. But the problem with True Social is that it is a fringe website catering to fringe people. It is made for MAGA people with no broad-based appeal to everyone else. And this is in a market that is already saturated with social media, okay? And there's absolutely no reason for people to switch over. I mean, maybe back when Donald Trump was kicked off of Twitter, when it was still Twitter, okay, maybe you could think, okay, we got kicked off, so why don't we go somewhere else? Well, now Twitter/X is a free-for-all. It's basically a white nationalist hellhole now, where everybody can get on there. The ISIS can get on there. Okay, white nationalists are there. So why switch? Especially when you still have some left-wingers that are still on Twitter, right? And don't want to give up that platform because they've built followings and stuff. And so, it's just one of those things where why would people leave? It makes sense. Now, getting back to the money, right? Now, some people have pointed out, correctly so, that the stock is not doing as bad as what people have said, right? It is at the high of $71.9 a share that was reported on March 27th before its profit and loss figures were released. Yeah, it's not. It's not as high. No. Now on April 4th, for example, it was $46, 46.2 when markets closed. So 46.20, whatever. Okay, that's how much a share was worth. That is actually still higher than the figure when markets opened on March 22nd, prior to the company going public. And so, yeah, that was around $44 a share, or about $3.5 billion for Trump's portfolio. Still pretty good. And then it jumped up. It went crazy up to $71. But now it's back down. It's actually much further down than it was before. It is currently around just $40.21 as of like right now. It was like 4 o'clock, okay, 4 p.m. Eastern. So not doing great. It's been going down, tiny little rallies, but then going back down. And I don't necessarily see it going back up. And it's because it's a meme stock. It's a joke. So all the financial information, as well as concerns over the long-term future and health of the company, have reduced the total value of Donald Trump's portfolio to about $3.6 billion. That's a total loss of over $2 billion. Devastating. Now, nonetheless, Donald Trump, if he can keep the stock going at its current rate, he'll still make money once he's able to withdraw, once he's able to sell off stock. But that's 6 months from now. Okay? And so he's got to hold on to this and pump this meme stock, this joke, this thing that is completely divorced from reality for long enough to cash in on it, to dump it, as they say. You know,
People are flushing toilets 10 times, 15 times.
but it's instead of toilets, it's the stock. They're flushing the stock. But anyway, on March 27th, CNBC expert Robert Frank said the sudden surge in TMTG suggested it was being moved by Trump supporters and retail investors and was detached from conventional Wall Street analysis. He said, this is a combination of a meme stock and the first purely political stock. It's like this new hybrid that people can express their excitement for politics and their excitement over the stock without regard to any of the fundamentals. Of course, another person on CNBC is also like, yeah, this is a joke. This entire stock is pretty much worthless and you're dope for buying it. So there's that. But again, aside from the meme value and people looking to pump it and then dump it, make a quick profit, this does not look like it's going to be a solid investment. But once again, as long as the value holds to something, Donald Trump could still end up netting a decent amount of cash when he's allowed to sell it